The House will now proceed with private member statements. Are there any statements? I call the member for Vaucluse.
Mr Speaker, last Thursday, the 29th of March, I had the pleasure of attending the opening of the annual Ways Youth Services Forum at Ways Youth Centre in Bondi Beach in my electorate of Vaucluse. And this year's forum focused on the theme of mental health first aid, help a mate, and coincided with National Youth Week. I was joined by my parliamentary colleagues, the member for Coogee, Bruce Notley-Smith, who's here in the chamber, the Mayor of Woollahra Council, Susan Wynne, and Waverley Councillor and Ways Committee member Sally Betts, and special guest, one of my parliamentary colleagues, the Minister for Mental Health and Healthy Lifestyles, the Honourable Kevin Humphries MP. And more than 110 students from 14 different schools attended this year's forum to discuss the important issue of mental health and to learn ways to help and support each other through the greater understanding of those issues. Some of the schools attending the forum included Kambala, the Scots College and Ascombe, all in my electorate, as well as Mariah, Randwick Girls High School, South Sydney High School and Alexandra Park Community School, just to name a few. And I did want to acknowledge my son Nicholas, who's in the gallery, who attends Scots College, who has also attended these forums and enjoyed them very much over the years. Ways, the Waverley Action for Youth Services, was founded in 1979 by a group of concerned local citizens seeking to find ways to help support and assist young people at risk. And since Ways was founded, they've held over 30 of these youth forums, focusing on a range of issues affecting young people. In 2010, Ways celebrated 30 years of commitment to the community, an outstanding achievement and a testament to the dedication of all of those involved in the organisation. I particularly like to acknowledge, as I'm sure my colleague Bruce Notley-Smith would, the inspiring work of Mr Russell King, the CEO of Ways, who's devoted over 20 years of leadership and service to this organisation. Russell is universally respected for his passionate advocacy and commitment to youth, and his enthusiasm is infectious. Russell and the Ways Committee have railed against adversity on occasions to continue to provide the essential grassroots youth support services that are so welcome and necessary in my electorate and beyond. And back in 1979, when Ways began their services, they worked from a terrace house in Bondi Junction. In 1992, they moved to a purpose-built youth centre facility at Bondi Beach, where we were last week, and where they continue their work to this day. This facility is their head office and the site for the youth centre that's the heart of their organisation. With the help and support of local community, staff and volunteers, Ways has grown to become one of the largest community-based not-for-profit youth organisations in New South Wales. As well as their Bondi Beach facility, Ways also supports another office located in Bondi Junction, employing 15 permanent full-time and part-time staff, supported by a team of casual staff and volunteers, and they're all working for young people across the Sydney area. Over the years, the range of programs at Ways has expanded to meet a wider range of needs for our young people, to help tackle the variety of issues they face in an ever-changing society. The range of programs at Ways cover issues such as youth health and mental health, which is the focus, of course, of the launch of Youth Week at Ways, but self-esteem and body image, alcohol and drug use, peer relations and bullying, and career options, just to name a few of the issues that are covered by Ways programs. These issues are explored in a variety of formats. There are personal development workshops, workshops for parents, counselling, training programs and health clinics. And I think it's particularly important to add, Mr Speaker, that the services of Ways reach much farther than a small pocket of the suburbs around Bondi Beach, where it's situated. Ways covers all or part of the local government areas of Botany Bay, Randwick, Sydney City, Waverley, Woollahra, and in the electorates of Coogee, Heffron, Maroubra, Sydney and my electorate of Vaucluse. And that's because, as Ways recognises in its work, the issues confronting our youth, like peer pressure, body image, bullying, drug use, binge drinking, confront youth regardless of where they live. That's why, of course, Ways is such an important part of our Sydney community and of my community in the seat of Vaucluse. So I thank Russell King, the Ways Committee and dedicated staff for their commitment to our youth and our community over the past 30 years, and also for their very warm welcome to myself, the Minister, and Bruce Notley-Smith at the launch last week. Mr Speaker, I commend my private member statement to the House.
I thank the member for Vaucluse. Before I call the